Today we are going to see about Azure Fabric Service, some examples. If you guys remember in the last session, we just had the introduction about Azure Fabric Services. What is Azure Fabric Services, and how it is, what are all the services included. And if you want to have more about like introduction and understanding about the Azure Fabric Services, I would like to request you guys to refer my previous videos. In this video, we will try to cover one sample based on the one lake service. So if you already have the experience with the Azure Data Factory and Azure Data Lake Storage, so you can easily pick this concept. If you don't have the experience, you can follow these videos and you can easily learn it, what is one lake and how it is structure wise we can save the data background. So let's go to the example straight away. Okay. So if you refer my previous video, you will understand what is end-to-end data lake lakehouse. So Microsoft Fabric's having one lake that is called Azure Microsoft Fabric Lakehouse. So it is supporting file structure as well as table storage, and one of the special feature is it will create uh, what we call a middle layer automatically. So that case we can able to access via any SQL endpoint or data analytics storage endpoint perspective. Let's go through the exercise. So if you go with the Microsoft concepts, then you can in the document level you can able to see. If you click this complete this model, then you will get understanding about all the lakehouse concept, and then the later the final final of the page you will get the launch exercise. So already I clicked this, then I the synapse like the workspace got created here. Okay, so if you see here, yeah, so what we are going to see in this exercise, we are going to create the lake house. Then based on the lake house we will store some data. So once we store the data, then it will automatically create the uh, folder structure over workspace, and then using workspace we can read the data, and we will create the table and load the data directly to the table, and then using the table we will put some basic SQL queries and create some data model, whatever the necessary field, and top of that we can create the small Power BI report, like very basic level report. So if you go through this video or this material, you will easily understand how only concepts are working and what are all the connectivity options available in OneLake services. Okay, yeah, and then this explanation they given here. Then what are the necessary columns, and then they mentioned as a group by a transform, what are the transformation logic we have. So if people already work with Power BI in-memory methodology, then you can easily understand what is the transformations and how to transform our data, and what are all the methods we have as part of predefined one lake services. Yeah, that's what they mentioned, how to create the one lake, and then how to store the data. So when in the last video we will explain about data storage in one lake or Azure Fabric Lake. So that is there are multiple way. Either you can upload the data, and other than that you can use the data factory or data bricks to load the data and to perform the transformation, and then final destination also you can store the data into one lake. These are all the way. And then how to read the one lake data to any reporting using Power BI, you can read the semantic layer. So the good thing is, if you already have the experience with the Azure data lake storage, uh, you can able to store the data, and then you can able to read, and whatever transformation logic or business logic you need to implement, you can implement and write back to the data lake storage. But you cannot it won't create any semantic layer automatically. We have to create the semantic layer. But in one lake there is a very good feature, that is, once you created the table, then automatically semantic layer will get created. Then you can reuse that semantic layer into your Power BI report side, or even Databricks, or so Azure Snaps Analytics level. Okay, so now let's go one by one. So I have clicked this, and then I created you need to go to this home page, and then you will no, you need to select Synapse data engineering in menu bar. In the workspace you will get the workspace. The workspace you need to create, you need to go to the advanced option, include any trial. I think by default you will get a trial license. Then you need to create the workspace. It should be empty like this. Okay, so let's go here, and then let's you can see here. So this is my workspace is it's already have some of the reports by default it came. Now I'm going to create new workspace, and then it's going to be a Lakehouse. So I'm going to create the Lakehouse. 2024. So if I click this, yeah, it's automatically getting create the workspace. Then once the Lakehouse created, by default you can see the explorer. In the explorer level, one will show as a files, another one will be tables. So both are empty. So in the previous video, we explained, as well as we can no, there are two type of endpoint will be there. One endpoint will be there. One is Lakehouse, and another one is SQL Analytics endpoint. So if you click Lakehouse, then you can store the data, and then you can create the table, but you cannot query anything here. If you change it to SQL Analytics endpoint, then you can able to query the data like SQL Server, whatever you are writing the query. Similar like that, we can write the query here. So let's do one thing. Let's now it's pointed to Lakehouse, this file. So to upload the data, we to to store the data into data lake storage, there are multiple ways. One is using data factory, you can ingest the data, and another way manually you can upload the data, and another way you can use Azure Synapse Analytics, read the data and write the data based on your after the completion of your transformation or business logic. Again, you can write back the data to one lake storage or data lake storage. If you want to, I think the if you worked already with the Power BI, so similar option will be there in Power BI as well. So similar like that we have here as well. So go to get data, upload files. So I'm just uploading some files. So this is manually uploaded. If you see here, the file is available now in the file storage. The file is available now, and then now I need to create as a table. So I can able to write directly this file to one table, this table. Once I created the table, then I can see as a table as well here. Okay, as part of file storage, we have only file now. So let's go here. They are explained how to convert that file to SQL. So this part is completed. Now files, we have uploaded the file, and then yeah, so the file we can convert as a table now. So if you go here, there will be, if you click this, if you can create you can load to table. It will, yeah, let it be sales table. What come in the file level, what is a telemeter we have, you can use the telemeter and create the file, create the table. So now it's loading to one of the SQL table. Once the table is created, you can see as a table. So this is, we are just showing for sample purpose. We are just uploading the file manually. So as we explained previously, like you can upload using Data Factory as well. Whatever you are doing in Azure Data Lake storage, same things you can do here as well. You can create some multiple folders, you can create subfolders, and you can maintain the access as well based on your workspace access. So now the table got created. If you see here, so the table, it's kind of tummy data. So it's loading the preview. It's reading the data and it will show as a step structure. See, so this is what, like you can see in the, we have the multiple attribute with a single table. So we have tax amount, unit price, quantity, item, email address, customer name, order date. So it's kind of sample data which is provided by Microsoft itself. So we are reusing this. We are using this and try to create the sample. Uh, let's This is done. Once so till now we covered, we uploaded the data, we uploaded the file, and then we created the table. So once this table is created, automatically a semantic model will get created. You don't need to create separate semantic model. So that means like you can reuse this table to your reports. Let's go here. Then yeah, they mentioned as we can see the table, and then if you expand the table, you can able to see all the what are the attributes, and even it's pointed to data, say data types as well. If it is APC, then string, and 1 to 3 minutes numbers, and a date perspective, date data type is date, and string is email address. So this by default it's taking care based on the data. Even if you work with Excel, if you load the data into Excel, automatically it will detect the attribute. Based on the attribute value, it will mention the data type of the particular column. So similar things happening here. Now let's go here. Yeah, so now we can use SQL. There here they given some of the just they given just some of the SQL, basic SQL query. So to use the SQL endpoint. So to do that, so we have to change this endpoint. Instead of Lakehouse endpoint, you need to change as a SQL endpoint. So if you change to SQL endpoint, you can write your own query, and you can like whatever we are performing in SQL Server or even Power BI level, even in Azure Synapse Analytics or Azure Data Factory or Databricks, whatever SQL structure you are getting, you can write the query like that. So if you change it to SQL endpoint mode, automatically the semantic layer warehouse is created. So from here, you can write your own query. So let me create the new query. I'm just writing that query. If I run this, I can see the output. So even if you want, we can change this query, like customer name and total tax amount, sale amount. So we are some of so we are just writing some basic level query to customer perspective, individual customer wise, how much the tax amount, how much the sale amount is there, to identify that values. We are just writing the very basic query. Tax amount, comma, sales. Yeah, unit price. So if you see here, yeah. So just we are putting group by and then based on this, yeah. Let's see the output now. So here we can see some error. The regular function group by class. Sorry. So we just group by based on customer name and then remaining amount. Yeah. So we can able to see here now, based on individual customer wise, how much their tax amount and how much the unit price we sell it to, like the data is available based on this, this table level. So this is what, like, they can explain. We can use two endpoint. One is Lakehouse and another is SQL endpoint. SQL endpoint level, you can write your own SQL queries, and you can customize. You can create multiple tables and join those tables. So whatever we are performing in SQL Server, like kind of all the joins and whatever the aggregation, all the built-in functions, everything will support here. So next, go to this, and they'll explaining about some models. So now we are going to create the visual, uh, new visual query. So kind of it's a kind of power query, and then if you create the power query, you can able to transform. You can use built-in transformations methodologies, whatever is available as part of one lake services. So to do that, let's create the new query. So I can put I don't know. Okay. So now I'm going to create a new visual query. So what will happen? So this will show your visually the table. So let me drag and drop the table here. So it will create your diagram perspective from source to what is the current stage. So this is the source. So source is nothing but SQL Server database here, and then database. What is the database we have here? Database structure, and then on the table. So on top of this, we are going to create some transformation. So the transformation will uh, will continuously it will show the another step. You can see as a visual representation whatever we are performing the transformation, or whatever the visual query level, whatever the what we call whatever the queries or steps or process, whatever we are following. Let's create. So to do that, if you have the option to manage the column. So in the manage column, if you click this, the source, you can see some of the error in the down. Let's see. Download visualize. Invalid object name demo Lakehouse TPO sales. Wow, it's different. Something associated with wait a minute, guys. It's maybe sometimes no, it may be given the metadata issues. Let's delete this, and again we can add this. Enable disable is empty. This okay. That's okay. Okay. Yeah, we can able to see the data now. So sometimes because of the metadata issues, it may come. We deleted the data table and again re-added here in the visual query level. So now you can go to manage column, and then the manage column you can see all the table level and data. So I'm just whatever the column we need, we can just select the only that columns. We can remove remaining columns. By default it will get removed. Okay, so I'm just creating the customer name, quantity, and then unit price. Let's go here. So and then I'm going to just perform some transformations. So the transformation, just I'm going to put as a group by. So we have basics as well as advanced. So we can add multiple columns as part of advanced. The basic level we can add one or two attributes. So group by customer name, and then here total cost. Okay, I'm just putting here total cost operation sum of unit price. And then if I go advanced, add aggregation, I can add total quantity. I'm just sum of quantity. Okay, I'm just putting the sum of quantity. So this is the transformation, just adding the group based on the one table. This is what this we can see the like this we can see that diagram perspective the table or transformation logics. So if you already have the experience with Power BI, this will be very easy to understand. Even if you don't have the experience in the Power BI side, you can feel free to go through this video continuously, and you can do multiple exercises. You can add multiple tables and do your own transformation. That case, you can easily pick it up. And then next, the transformation concepts are completed. We can see the visual query result as well. Click the it will by default it's creating the visual result, and even you can perform some basic level reporting as well, and then you can add a report. So as of now I'm not creating any reports. Let's cancel this. Create report. Okay, so now we are going to create a report. So if you see here they mentioned once you created the visualize query, then you can the semantic model automatically it will get create. You can use a semantic model, and you can build your Power BI report. even that Power BI report level, you can you can create your own data modeling as well. Okay, just I'm going here, and if you see here, you can see this is a data model. So by default, it got created. So these are all, it's not required for us, like this no, by default, based on this table output, it got created. I think it's using some other previous example, what we call previous example data. Let's go here. So now you can see manage default services. As part of my semantic semantic layer, we can select whatever the tables we need. So I'm just selecting one table. It's going to my semantic layer. So here they're highlighting bottom of the SQL endpoint page, select model tab, then data model schema, semantic model will show. Okay. Then the menu reporting, then select new report, source model, you can design your own report. Okay. Let me go here. In the down we can see model, and then build your new report. So as part of the report, you can see the table which is added now. So I'm just going to create one basic report, just kind of bar chart, cluster chart, and then structure column chart. Okay, so let me go to line chart. The line chart, I'm just going to add a date. And then just adding some unit price, order date wise, how much is they sold it. So individual order date wise. So it is just a very basic report. So even if you want to change, you can change different chart and stack bar. Yeah, so just I put some basic report. If you have more interest on reporting perspective, like you can put all your whatever, you can add multiple tables and then build your own reports, and then you can able to create the data model as well here. So Just going back to workspace. So going back to, I'm not saving anything. Okay. So the model level, if you want to add multiple tables and if you want to build the joints between the tables, you can do that. And then based on the joints, your report will reflect. And whatever the columns you can use. In the real scenarios, we are not going to use only one table for the report. We may build a single table, but in the model perspective, we can reform the table with multiple joints, or you can refer from the keys. We will create multiple keys with the tables. So all those things, as part of business logic, we will build it, and it is very basic, so we can understand. Yeah, this is what. So today we just covered in the one lake or Superbig lake storage, how to upload the data or how to load the data, and then how to create the semantic layer, and then how to perform the SQL using SQL query, how to perform the transformations. So you can put more exercise, you can prepare, you can put more effort on this and do a lot of exercise. That case you will get easily understand and going forward, you will pick it. You can develop your own business logics. So this is the first concept. So we covered in the last two sessions what is Azure Fabric Services and how to create. What is the Azure Fabric Services Lakehouse or one Lakehouse. And going forward in the next session, we will see how to use Apache Spark in Microsoft Fabric. So that will give a lot of advantages. You can use people who have the well experience in big data solutions, or even already work with Azure Synapse Analytics, Spark Pool, or if the person have the experience with Azure Databricks, so they can utilize the same skills here and use the same skills here and utilize the Azure Public Services. You can see in the next session. If you have any questions or if you need any explanation about this, you can feel free to reach out me via in my YouTube videos and comments. I will surely respond to the people. Thank you everyone. Have a great day. Bye bye.